work.
Youth work.
Youth work.
The big goal for this event is to implement the European Youth Work Agenda, and this is to be known as the Bonn process.
Youth work is dynamic, it's vibrant.
I see huge potential for youth work as a driver of solidarity and support.
It's needs-oriented, it's creative.
We will present to you all the content in a digital format. A stage has been built from which we host the event. There is a big technical team here to realize this.
This is a unique moment. It is a moment to be seized.
We know very little about youth work today, still.
The funds available for youth programs will nearly double.
Although a lot of research is happening on a regular basis, and that is increasing.
And the other fantastic thing about the convention is it brings together the wider Europe, right across the piece, north to south, east to west, and a huge number of countries with very different experiences and directions in their youth work practice.
And most of all, it's very exciting.
We will be committed partners in implementing the European Youth Work Agenda and active players in Bonn process announced by the minister.
We welcome Franziska Giffey, the German Federal Minister for Family Affairs, Senior Citizens, Women and Youth.
Hello, greetings from Berlin.
This is very special to me. Of course, Germany has the EU Council presidency at the moment and also the chairmanship of the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe, and youth is really high up on the agenda of both of these chairmanships. We want to be very clear here that we accept the challenge of developing the European Youth Work Agenda. Now, first of all, we have agreed that we will be setting up a network for the development of youth work in Europe. The second one is this. We would like to have a European Youth Work Convention every 5 years. It will be a platform for evolving this youth work agenda. It will be a place for us to have a regular exchange on current developments, trends, and challenges in youth work, and we want to learn from each other. Third activity I would like to pick out is that we want to set up an open multilingual digital platform for youth work together with the European Commission. Now, 2020, it is now time to act. The Bonn process will be a connective element for youth work across Europe.
Strengthen youth work on the ground, which is what young people in Europe demand and deserve, whether it's digital, on the street, or in a building, or in some other way. If we don't act, then we are failing our young people.
I will therefore promote cross-sectoral cooperation and the integration of non-formal learning as a full part of young people's educational pathways.
For the first time in our strategic document, youth work is a thematic area.
Tell us one word that resonates with you after this speech we just heard. Do this via Mentimeter. To me, youth work means growing up, means opportunities, growth, fun. This is something we're going to fill throughout this week.
While a lot of posts are appearing on social world, let's look back at the SpotMe platform. Our event hashtag, lots of choices for you. So you can enter each of these. Go to the program to see where you can find these workshops and how to register. Just enter your name. So the social wall is a kind of magic space.
There were great discussions in 85 workshops.
I just come from a very interesting discussion with representatives of European youth work organizations.
What is the role of the national agencies?
So all the participants of the convention will explore, will exchange, will reflect, and will contribute to all the spaces that are offered in the frame of this convention.
Welcome to the evening program, and welcome Marion and Solo Band, our live band in the studio.
Applause!
Again, I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say bella, bella, even say on the language. Hey, do
And I remember back in the days.
I wonder what she's asking God today. At the same time, I'm trying not to question it. Her cheeks are oceans, her eyes are chasms. And I sit, watching her, watch the mountains, and I whisper, Ma, you left the wall, but did the wall ever leave you?
I will do the DJing for you.
Get your party outfits ready for this evening.
Setting the Bonn process in motion, it's time for us to put some flesh on the bones of a European Youth Work agenda.
And really, I think that a research agenda is needed to make sure that the hard work that we've spent over the last 10 years would not be lost.
So our first quote is actually, don't ask what the Bonn process can do for us, but what we can do for the Bonn process. Enhancement of social inclusion and diversity, transparency to setting clear objectives, investing in technological infrastructure and innovation, making youth work greener, creating good governance of funding. And youth work is one of the primary civic society development strategies, which links a lot with democratic backsliding and shrinking civic spaces in Europe.
We have a declaration, we have an agenda where we can work on.
Everything that we invest in young people will come back.
So we ask everyone involved, and in particular decision makers, that we do really have a seat at the table where decisions are made.
And to build bridges between policies and practices.
Youth work needs support so that young people can experience Europe and the European ideal for what it is.
And we would be foolish not to grasp this opportunity.